Hello everyone, welcome to Dorothychiapiano, where I talk about all things piano teaching and piano learning. Today we're going to talk about an SMS that I received from one of my students' parents. Okay, let's look at the context of today's topic first. So today's topic is on parents and their kids and piano lessons. So this is a mom who wrote to me and said, I asked the two kids if they want to give up learning piano. They said they want to continue. All right, so bear that in mind, okay? And then this parent said, but I just don't see the motivation in them to want to automatically practice by themselves. So for context, the older kid is in Sec 1 and the younger kid is in Primary 3, yeah? And I have to keep nagging until I myself feel tired and sian of having to nag and remind, so have a sad face. Okay, dear parent and all the parents out there, so there are 2 points that was brought up. And she asked the kids if they want to continue. So the older kid that is Sec 1 is currently doing grade 6. Yeah, and the younger kid that's in Primary 3 is doing grade 3. So they have been with me for a while now. I've taught them for a while. And we have gone through a few phases where when the students are young and they come here for a lesson, there are a few things we try to get the kids excited about piano practice. So one is that we gamify it. So we make it into a game. Yeah, so there are some practice games that we play every month, and with the young kids they really get into it because there is some challenge and there's a prize at the end of it. So these are external motivation. With the older kids, I give them different tasks. So for example, I draw a table and they're supposed to write down how long they practice. And then we look at YouTube of different teachers and professors talking about practice strategies, and we discuss about it in class, such as keeping a practice journal or planning your practice, planning what you're supposed to do. Take a big task and divide it into smaller tasks. So older kids can do that and then empower them to have the responsibility to fulfill those tasks. Then there's a second part where this mom talks about having to nag at them because the kids do not automatically, and this is the key word, automatically bring themselves to practice. I can assure you, parents out there, there is no kid in the world, I think, yeah, or 98% of the kids will not be automatically going to the piano to practice. It has to start with small steps when they are young, that is when they're 5 years old. Yeah, you have to train it to within them to go to the piano to practice. So build the habit. It's just like how you teach your kids to brush their teeth. They don't automatically know how to brush their teeth. You teach them. And that's what parents have to do. So this only works when the kids are young. Okay? So once you at the initial stage, that is where the kids will test the boundary. If they can get by not practicing and showing up for a lesson and parents think it is okay, then they will remember, my mommy said it's okay, all right? If they get to not practice or not do their homework and they still have rewards after the lesson, so you bring them out, you have ice cream, you have a fancy brunch, then they will learn that, hey, actually I get rewarded whether I do the work or I don't do the work. So, of course, they choose not to do the work, all right? Or they do not have this sense of accountability. They are always praised, okay? Whether the work is done good or whether the work is done badly or whether the work is not even done, there isn't a sense of accountability built into the kids. Then they won't know that responsibility of practice is actually not mommy's. It is not the teacher. It is them. Okay, and there is a book out there that's on internal drive. So very few people actually have internal drive. That means they are internally self-motivated and go to the piano to practice. It's a discipline, okay? So most professional musicians, professional dancers, professional athletes, we train, we practice out of discipline, okay? Because we know that if we don't do the practice, then the results will show, yeah? And we are not performing at our optimum. So yes, it's a discipline. It's not whether you automatically go to the piano or not. No. Okay, so first form the habit, then when they get older, it becomes a discipline, and then kids who have been taught to be responsible and accountable, they are the ones that will automatically go to practice. I hope this has helped that parent and all the parents out there with similar problems with their kids. So tell me what you think. Do drop me some comments, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.